Hello everyone, this is Lorena, and I'm back with another video for Vanguard Zero. It's time for the shutdown art to continue. And this is going to be the part of the chapter where there are actual card fights. So guys, let's begin. This is going to be a long night. A very interesting night, to be honest. I want to make fun of IT's double sleeves. Why? Because it's like a fandom meme. People just talk about IT's double sleeves and his horrible fashion sense. Although his design in season 4 is that is definitely much better. Like, IT, did you just take a lesson in style? Did you take any lessons before season 4 started? I would just like to know the answer to this very unimportant question. When was the last time I was the fashion police? I think it was, actually now that I think about it, I think it was with Declan. I talked about Declan's shoes. Yes, I had a problem with his shoes. I mean, if they're comfortable, but they don't look that comfortable to me. But I'm not him, am I? I don't get to decide anything. But when I design characters, I give them style. They will have a sense of style. People may disagree that the style is good, but I'm going to design what I want to design. So understand that. Because hold on a second. Okay. I named the video before I started making it. And I'm not even sure if IT's double sleeves are going to make a guest appearance. What am I missing? Which of these units is the right one? IT, can't you just ask one of them? I can't figure out how to rebuild my deck. It needs to be better if I want to win at the VF circuit. I don't think it's illegal for your Psyqualia to help you deck build. Although Kai might disagree with me, I'm not sure. But it's how you use the deck, not just the build. The deck could be perfectly built, but if the person using it sucks at using it, then that's not going to help anyone. The person that's using the deck is just going to fail. I had to learn that the hard way, by the way. That's why I don't change decks when I find one that works really well for me. I just don't do that because if I find a deck that works well with me and we vibe, I stick with it. Hi! Come on, buddy. Hey, let's go smack this beach ball around. I think I'll pass. You're making the ball sad. Hi, you're making the ball sad. Okay, now the title for this video has competition. Well, to be fair, unless I actually see those double sleeves, the title doesn't really mean anything. Do you think that'll work? You should lighten up. Don't sweat it, Asaka. That's just the way he is sometimes. There's some tension between them. But even still, Rin and Kai teamed up to win Seal's stage. Rin had the upper hand thanks to Psyqualia. And what were you doing with yours, Aichi? I don't think it's illegal to ask your units for advice. Aichi. Wait, hang on a sec. When I fought against Chris from SIT Genius, he was using it as well. But for some reason, I turned it down. It seemed amazing, and yet, when it was offered to me, I got so worried I couldn't bring myself to try it. You were so worried you couldn't bring yourself to try it. You know, the fact that I'm taunting IT for not using Psyqualia more often It definitely says a lot about me, doesn't it? Considering how I played Duel Links, that definitely does, doesn't it? And considering how I talked about Season 3 of GX being darker than this. I mean, Season 3 of Vanguard gets pretty dark. But I still think Season 3 is darker. I don't know if I can actually justify this opinion. Maybe it would be better if I compared it to Season 4. No, that's still a pretty bad comparison. Psychrolia. Is it bothering you? Rain? I didn't hear you guys come in. Okay, so you're mumbling to yourself. I see, Aichi. You're one of them. What do I mean by them? Oh, I've talked to myself too a number of times. Even in the shower. Yeah, I'll admit it. I've done it. It's like a rite of passage. What does that mean? It means that when I was deprogramming, this was the main... You know what? I'm not going to discuss it. But there'll be a better time and a better opportunity. Yeah, there'll be a better time and a better opportunity. Not this. Okay, so let's hear what Ren has to say. I'd be happy to talk. You interested? I was anxious about using it at first too, but there's something incredible about it. What do you mean? With it, you can hear your cards talking to you. You're joking, right? No, he's not. And you should know this, Aichi. Asaka should be saying this. Even still, having that power may be a huge advantage, but it doesn't mean you'll win all your card fights. Okay, so at first in the anime, when Rin said this, I didn't understand what he was talking about. You can understand, you can see what will happen in a card fight. So why does Psychrolia not necessarily mean that you'll win? Well, that's kind of when I started to experience, I wouldn't say anything like Psychrolia, but when I got lucky every now and then getting what I wanted, and when my opponent kept drawing a trigger every time I was worried about one, I finally started to understand. Yes, because of my opponent drawing a trigger at all the wrong times. And by wrong, I mean the times that was right for my opponent to win. And that's why I don't understand my ex being salty whenever I won. Because most of the time, he got lucky instead of me. But he just got... I think he just hated my luck, to be honest. He must have thought I was luckier than him, and he must have been jealous. Wow! Wow, that... those are some fighting words right there. But, I mean, considering how salty he was, I mean, maybe that's true. Really? Aichi, listen to me. Aichi, you remember your Royal Paladins, don't you? And you remember when you kicked Rin's ass, right? Why are you saying really here, as if this didn't happen and you weren't there? Are you just doing this for conversation purposes? Because I don't quite understand your confusion here. Yeah, totally. Kai beats me on a regular basis. You lose to Kai? Even with your Psychrolia? Yes, to be honest, I think he just realizes that Kai's going to get a trigger, and he just doesn't have anything... You know, it's kind of like when I say that just because Pegasus can see what's in my hand, that doesn't mean he can actually do anything about it. And it's the same when a player is dueling against me as Pegasus. They may be able to use a skill to see what's in my hand, but can they do anything about it? Not necessarily. It's the same with Psyqualia here. Tell me, is it really that scary? To me, no. To me, no. No, it's not scary. To me, it's much worse when you just kill all of your friends. I mean, hold on a second. But enough of that. To the beach. Let's go play. Did that convince him at all? I mean, I'm sure Rin tried, but I'm not sure if he's fully convinced. Let's go to the beach. I'll have to pass. I'll ask nicely. They'll know. Nobody around here is any fun. Count me out. I hate fun. Okay, listen, guys. I just had to say that. I hate fun. You know, when I heard that clip from 5Ds, I was just like, oh, you hate fun, do you? Do you hate fun enough to give yourself anhedonia? I don't think you do, Jack Atlas. I don't think you would like anhedonia. It would destroy your entire career. Oh my god. She's afraid of losing to me again. I bet you'd be terrible at it. Not surprising. And that is the loser attitude that stopped you from winning a stage. Ugh. Time out! I think you should reconsider. Fine, you're going down. Oh, I can't wait. Alright, I knew Missy would play. It's Misaki. I honestly have no idea what this is like in the Japanese version because I could never understand it. I could never understand the differentiation made. Which is the whole problem with Fusion and Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm just like, there's this running gag in the Japanese version of Arc 5 where Yu-Gi-Oh! Translates to Fusion, but Yu-Gi-Oh!'s name is pronounced slightly differently, and he doesn't want to be associated with Fusion because his name is not Fusion, it's Yu-Gi-Oh! Or however you pronounce his name. I don't know. I'm not good with slight differentiations. My hearing isn't my best sense. Deal with it, Fusion. Yeah, that's right. I'm calling you out, Fusion. The three continue at beach volleyball to the satisfaction of Rin. Rin calls out to Misaki, who is trying to return to the cottage. Let's have a card fight next. Misaki has no choice but to accept the invitation to the fight. You know, I wonder how insane Rin would actually drive me. I mean, I get bored easily. I mean, it's definitely worse with anhedonia, but somehow it's also not as bad with anhedonia. That doesn't make much sense until you realize that my anhedonia is still partial, and that means that when it comes to the things that I really like to do. Okay, I think it comes down to the fact that I have autism, and I can hyper-focus, I can be obsessed, I can have special interests, and I might even be limerent again. Yes, I might be limerent again, though I have no idea how that works. I mean, I hit all the markers for limerence right now, except for the fact that my obsession isn't running my life. I think that I've already proven that, though I did log on for a second just to see who was away from the gate, and moving on. You ready for battle? You bet I am. Asaka, can she borrow it? Yes, of course. A Palmoon Circus? But why? What did my brain just tell me? I don't know, but I think it's more shipping. Brain, stop shipping! Please, I'm trying to record. Rin's interested to see how you'll do, playing with a clan you're not so familiar with. I think that's interesting too, playing with something I'm not used to playing. But I usually go back to my other deck right after that. You've never played against my deck. What's wrong with the... You've never played against my deck. What's wrong with the Oracle Think Tank? There's nothing wrong, but this game's just for fun. Stand up, the Vanguard. You did this in the CO stage finals too, showing up for that match with a different clan. Honestly, Rin, it's almost like you don't have any respect for this game. I respect the game, but there's so much I want to learn about it. There's nothing wrong with playing a single clan. Mastering your strategies and units. There's nothing wrong with playing a single clan. Mastering your strategies and units. For me, I want to try them out. Because it seems like I haven't found the right one. You must have felt that way before, right? I can't say I have. I felt it. When a deck clicks with me, a deck really clicks with me. And it sounds like I'm insane, but there's a reason I keep using the same decks over and 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 over. Wait a minute. I keep doing that with Royal Paladin. But I also said that it's not one of my best clans. Why then? Well, just wait until I card fight with some players and then everyone will completely understand. Also, I lost against Rin with my Royal Paladin deck. Rin kicked my ass with it. I mean, he won against it. So there is that too. If I can't even defeat an NPC like Rin with it, imagine a Shadow Paladin player that's, you know, physically here on Earth that can just destroy me. Are people still playing Shadow Paladin? Probably. I would guess Cosmo's build at this point. Well, you should. It's fun experimenting with new units. You know, by doing this, I've learned something very interesting. What have you learned? Well, it's like you said, I've just been messing around, but I've finally been able to see what the strengths of my deck really are. Yeah, it's given me the chance to view my deck from an outsider's perspective. True, I've never looked at them. From the outside, you know, when I get my ass kicked in a mirror match or with something I've used a lot, sometimes my opponents give me some very good ideas. And that's why I've stolen some. Because they were good ideas. So they were worth learning from and adopting. Oh, God. Ah. Rin, can we play again with my cards? Of course we can. This'll be great. I'm trying the Bermuda Triangle deck about from Emmy. Rin, listen to me. Rin, if Bermuda Triangle isn't for me, a confirmed fan of Mermaid, it's not for you. It's not for you. Also, I'm surprised Emmy let him borrow it. Why am I surprised though? Emmy's nice. Emmy is very nice. I think she'd do it. I mean, Rin did say she did, so I mean, it's obvious that she would. It's here, confirmed. Stand up, the Vanguard. Did I just... Oh, I think the loading screen is showing up, so I must be entering a card fight. Did I pick a clan? I think I did. I remember a win with Oracle Think Tank. Oh, right. Did I choose Shadow Paladin for that? I think the explanation for how I've lost with that deck is I hit my peak during G era with that clan. Somehow. I'm not sure why Rin's build isn't for me, but maybe that's because I just vibe better with maybe Cosmo's build, or even Kanzaki's. Though I think I really reached my best with that deck when I was playing Cosmo's build. It's Rin's turn. Hold on a second. I have to wait until he's done. Okay, he's finished. Guys, that's going to wrap things up for this video. In the next video, I'm going to finish this card fight, so I'll see you guys then.